y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at The WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Happy Monday. Welcome. It's Monday, baby. What it do? We passed the weekend. We is here now. We here now. It is time to work. I hope that y'all made it to work. I hope that y'all didn't take like an off day or something. If you did not need the off day, remember there's a holiday that's gonna show up. I think it's like Monday or something like that. Sunday or Monday, I think, is Labor Day, if I'm not mistaken. So listen, you should have held your off day and just try to force yourself to make it through the week, so, you keep your off day because you're about to have another off day. Say happy hunching Monday, what it do? The 229 Albany, Georgia's in the building. Say, hey, Sugar, the 912 Savannah is up in the house. Up, Pastor the 412 Cliffsboro, Pennsylvania is in the building. Say, what up, nephew? Said it's auntie time to play. That's what's up. The 502 Louisville, Kentucky is in the building. Say, what it do? Say, salute Detroit. The 912 is up in the house. The 47 up in this thing. Chi-Town is in here for that fire. Y'all keep on coming on in. Keep coming on in. Sit right on down. Don't worry yourself. Southside is checking in. What's happening? Say what it do. Pastor said 253 is up in here for that fire. The 612 is in the building. Player what? Chat. What it do? The Bronx, New York is in the business. We're popping Pastor Leggedy 30 minutes of fire. The 817 Texas up in this thing for money making messy Monday. I like all them M's. That's what's up. And that, damn it, I need some more M's. Like millions or something like that. I'm trying to get me some M's to sound like the rappers, but I ain't trying to be like no rapper. I'm just trying to sound like the rapper. Whenever I get them M's, the 513 Cincinnati, Ohio is hitting that like button. What it do? Midday news family, what's happening? Say special shout out to Mr. Willie Williams. I appreciate you for being around here. Say hey Sugar, say all the way from the 540 Virginia's up in the house. So 334 the gun Monkeytown is up in this thing. Georgia's in the building. North Carolina's up in the house. The 209 Cali is in the building. Man, I appreciate y'all for joining the player. Say the 612 is present and accounted for. That's what's up. Keep it coming. Y'all know how we do. We got to get to 07. We trying to get to 1207 with 100 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all in advance. We got like a few more seconds before we get there. California's up in the house. What it do? That to be more careful. The 407 is up in here. Chi-Town is in the building. Said the 205 is back for the 30 minutes of fire. Appreciate you. Give y'all self thumbs up because you made over 100 before 07. That's before 07. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe we need to give props to YouTube for sending out notifications if they sent out notifications. If you got your notifications, be happy that you got your notifications because sometimes we don't get the notifications. The 614 say we invented domestic love out here. You got to get in where you fit in. Remember, love hard. Love hard because a lot of people, they love and soft out here, and this is why people, they jump from relationship to relationship because people is out here loving soft. That's not a good thing. Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say happy Monday. Happy Monday to you too. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, we finna go ahead on and get into a little something. That dog it. Oh my God. We got our lighter hue, brother. who they say done did the unthinkable. Who did the unthinkable? They calling our lighter hue brother a racist, a racist because he knocked off three, three black people in my state, Florida. Stay in your ground state, bust a bitch, go home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth High Life State up in Jacksonville at a Dollar General. Many of us goes to Dollar General and we don't think something can happen. We don't think anything can transpire that's not supposed to transpire out here. No. We're not paying attention. I know. It's hard for people to have it on their mind at all times to be aware, to really be aware. You got to look at, well, I don't really want to put that out because you really don't want to look at everybody as a potential problem, but you possibly want to look at everybody as a potential problem out here. You never know. You don't know people. Shout out to Mr. Polo for the $1 cash out. Say, let's start it off with some Virgo season. That's what's up. Shout out to all the Virgos out here in these streets. Shout out to all the Virgos out here. Shout out to the Fit Sim for the $5 super chat. Say hangover, laying in bed working. Say love your aunt, love your back. Listen, as long as you can get the job done. As long as you can get the job done, that's really all that count. Because we got bills out here in the street. And I know there's a whole bunch of y'all that's rich and all that fly stuff, and you don't have to be working and stuff like that. But us non-rich people, we still got to get up and make things happen out here in these streets. Hell, we finna start it on out. We finna start on out and see what's out here in these streets. I saw a few things, and I'm like, I be so tired of us. I didn't want to say it, but I be so tired of dog you folk. Like our reactions and our responses to certain things, it tends to be the same. It tends to be the same thing way before I was born, according to the information that I have received over time. And it just throws me back like. Haven't we learned doing the same thing, hoping for like a different outcome is insanity, or it makes you insane, according to the definition that we have out here. Insanity, doing something hoping for a different outcome, that's a real problem. They say a white guy who killed 3 black people in Florida left behind several manifestos, used guns branded with swastikas. I think that's Nazi stuff. Say a gunman fatally shot black people with a assault rifle, and they will continue to point out, I think, an AR-15 or something of the sort. He came out there ready. He had swastikas on the gun. That's what they're saying. And it seemed like he used some whiteout or something. The victims were described as 2 African-American men and women who were slain by a white male who shot himself to death before he could be apprehended. The unidentified shooter was early seen lurking around the campus of a nearby historical black college before the attack, and he detailed his hatred of black people in one of his several manifestos. The shooting was racially motivated, and he hated black people. The Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters had done said in the press release. Say he wanted to kill N-words. He wanted to kill you N-words. If you is an N-word, he wanted to kill you. Yeah, no. That. This is the swastika. Look like it's in whiteout or white paint. This right here, like he got his damn it. He shop where I shop. Palmetto State Armory. Got to be more careful. That where I got my ARs and my AKs from and all that stuff right there. But we finna get into some video. I just want to show you that right there real quick so we can jump on around here. Maybe you all will understand. Maybe you will understand once I show you the problem that I have with us after some things transpire. Let's go and put it on up. I put the videos together so I ain't got to keep switching videos. I had a little time today. So it's just a run-on video. Let's go ahead on and get it. Y'all, let's get the thumbs up. Excuse me. Let's get the thumbs up. We got a nice amount of people up in this thing. Let's go ahead on and get it. Let's see what they say. Because I know a lot of people, you heard about it, but you really ain't care about it like that right there. Which is understandable because we do not pretend to care around here. I'm just bringing you the news, so that's why I got to talk about it. That's what my job is. Here we
Suspect go. As 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter, the white male allegedly shooting and killing 3 black people. Investigators releasing this chilling video of the suspect entering the Dollar General store on Saturday. He was armed with an AR-15 style rifle.
He just walked in that thing ready. Oh, he just walked in there ready. I was just in Dollar General, but not that Dollar General. I was just in Dollar General. What is Monday? Saturday. Just in Dollar General. One thing about me, boy, I'm like this. I don't trust nothing. I do understand everybody that can't do that. I'm just telling you what I do. Every single time I walk out of my home. My head on a swivel. I'm looking around. I'm ready. I'm practicing. Pulling. You know what I'm saying? While I'm standing in line. Bitch, I'm nervous out here. I know that may raise people's stress levels, but that's what I do.
Police say he fired multiple rounds before turning the gun on himself. The rampage was 11 minutes long.
Y'all think that he's a coward for knocking himself off?
Jacksonville community in mourning tonight, remembering the victims with vigils and gathering in prayer circles. All this taking place as thousands gathered in the nation's capital on Saturday to mark the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington. The sheriff saying the hate that motivated this shooting only adds an additional layer of heartbreak.
Additional layer of heartbreak because of the amount of hate that this man have. Go ahead.
ABC's Alex Prechet leads us off from Jacksonville.
Tonight, chilling new video of that alleged gunman that authorities say carried out that horrific racially motivated attack at a Jacksonville Dollar General as his community remembers the 3 victims killed.
I want to begin by honoring the 3 precious lives that were lost yesterday. Angela Michelle Carr, 52 years old. Anolt Joseph, or AJ Laguerre Jr., 19 years old. And Gerald Deshaun Gallion, 29 years old.
Authorities say they were senselessly gunned down because they were black. The alleged gunman identified as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter. Authorities saying that before the shooting, Palmetter was spotted at a historically black university. An Edward Waters University security guard engaging and forcing the alleged shooter to drive away.
It looks to me that he went there to change into whatever he needed to change into. He had an opportunity to do violence in EWU. He did not.
The sheriff says the 11-minute rampage...
So that's kind of strange because he pulled up to a historical black college and he ain't pop off. It's more black folks at like the black college supposed to more black folks being at a Dollar General. You might go walk into a Dollar General and it may not even be no dog you folk in there right at that moment. You know, you probably got to wait like a few minutes. But he was where predominantly black folk were. And he left.
Began Saturday afternoon.
Hell, that may be a good thing. That may be a good thing because it could have been a lot more people dead. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash app. Say, hey, chat, happy Monday. Love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there.
At 1:08, surveillance video outside the store captures the shooter without warning, raising his weapon and firing 11 rounds.
Shooting into a black Kia and murders the first victim, Ms. Angela Carr.
You have to think about that part. You have to think about that one part right there. Sitting sitting in your car. Typically, we sitting in the car. We got somebody inside of a building, inside of a store, a gas station, or something. We may be playing with the radio. We may be on our phones or something like that. And when people got the ups on you, it ain't really too much that you can do when we not paying attention. When we not paying attention. And I do understand, y'all, we do get comfortable. We as human beings out here. But all of these teachings, all of these is teachable moments to change the thought process of us when we is out of our safe place. Our safest place is in the home. Shout out to our Dodge the Trap for the $2 super chat. Say, are Tanner's victims more important than Pookie's? Oh, Tanner victim more important than Pookie.
He then walked inside, gun drawn, wearing a tactical vest.
The suspect enters a Dollar General store and engages the second victim.
And I don't know how many of you all may ride in your car and you keep a firearm inside of your car ready at all times. We need to start practicing stuff like this too.
A young 19-year-old victim, Anolt Legary.
One of his guns with a white swastika painted on it. Authorities say minutes later, Gerald Gallion entered the store with his girlfriend. The gunman killing Gallion and missing his girlfriend. At 1:18, 10 minutes into the shooting, the gunman allegedly texts his father telling his dad to check his computer.
The father enters the room and finds a last will and testament of the suspect along with a suicide note on his laptop.
By 1:53, the suspect's family called to alert the Clay County Sheriff's Office. But by that time, the rampage was over, the shooter dying by suicide as officers arrived on scene.
I got a question. I just thought about it. The gunman texts his dad and say, look at my computer. The old boy go look at the computer. And then he contact law enforcement, right? What if, let's just say, what if either the daddy and the mama and or just the mama knew that he was finna go do this? And this was a whole part of plan. Listen, when I get where I'm going and I start dumping this shit, I'm going to text y'all, cut my computer on, call the police so you all can be exempt from the investigation. What if? I'm just thinking through it.
Law enforcement says that as a minor, the alleged gunman was held for 72 hours for a mental health examination, but he was not on their radar and he had legally purchased a handgun in April and an AR-15 style rifle in June.
Let me tell you.
Legally. Remember that. Legally. Nothing illegal.
There was no criminal record. Nothing.
That's right.
There was nothing that we could have done to stop him from owning a firearm, a rifle, or a handgun.
I'm so glad he just broke it down. There's nothing we could have did to prevent him from using a rifle or a handgun, because you know people's gonna make the argument of the assault rifles. You get to shoot more people, you get to shoot more times, and obviously they ain't never really been out to the range to where you can shoot a whole bunch of time with a pistol too. But go ahead.
There's no red flags.
Governor Ron DeSantis condemning the attack.
We are not going to let people be targeted based on their race. We are going to stand up and we are going to do what we need to do to make sure that evil does not triumph in the state of Florida.
Got a problem with that. Got a problem with it, and that's my governor right there. We is not going to do what? Can you say what we not going to do no more?
A rifle or a handgun. There was no red flags.
Governor Ron DeSantis condemning the attack.
We are not going to let people be targeted based on their race.
Stop. And this is what I like to point out. We say all that fly stuff after the incident. We say what's not going to happen after the incident had done happened. We are not going to allow people to be targeted by race. Wait, what? How do you prevent that? There's just a lot of times, y'all, we just let people talk and we don't be like, hold on, pimping. We just lost 3 in the store. So we're not going to allow people to target people for race after 3 done got knocked off inside the store. Is this what you telling us? So if there's any other racially motivated shooting, is you going to repeat the same thing? I've been hearing this type of stuff for years. We're not going to allow this anymore because we don't condone this here. Whether you condone it or not, this shit going on. These type of things will continue to happen. You can't stop this type of stuff. You really can't. But we don't want to tell the American people this because we want the American people to believe that the people that we put in charge is going to protect us. We need to know as adults, as human beings, they can't protect us. That's not how life works.
We are going to stand up and we are going to do what we need to do to make sure that evil does not triumph in the state of Florida.
We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to stand up. I don't even know what that means. And again, that's my governor. I support our governor. But player, when we be saying something wrong that just don't make no sense, just like anybody else, we try our best to point it out and try to make some sense of it because that makes no sense.
Authorities pointing to what they call evidence of hate.
The shooter had authored several manifestos. Plainly put, this shooting was racially motivated and he hated black people.
Yesterday's shooting occurring.
Did he not have the right to hate black people? I think he had the right to hate black people. You have the right to hate whoever you want to hate. But then again, we have politicians been telling us for years we got to get rid of the hate. The hate, we got to get rid of. You can't. It's nothing you can do. But these are the type of words that I would say the sheep need to hear to make them feel better about something you know can't be stopped, and it's really, you can't fix that. People is going to hate. Period. See, I hate us.
Exactly 5 years after the mass shooting at a Jacksonville video game tournament that killed 2 and injured nearly a dozen. Officials saying Saturday's suspect referenced that shooting in his writings. Tonight, as this community mourns, Jacksonville's mayor with this plea.
All I will say is we must come together and we must start valuing all of our humanity.
Okay.
We all have the same blood. We all have the same bones. And I am so very, very deeply, deeply sorry that this has happened in this community once again.
And it was an emotional plea, that community mourning once again. Alex Frichet joins us now live from Florida. And Alex.
And I have another thought because we is in Florida. We have a thing called open carry, but it does not mean that you can have a firearm illegally. I wonder how many people inside of the Dollar General had a firearm. This is why I be trying to tell people, if you can legally get you a firearm, legally get you a firearm. And carry it with you. I ain't promoting carrying it unconcealed because you don't want the shooter to know that you got a gun. You still want to conceal your firearm. Please get your CCW, get your license and all that fly stuff. Even though you don't need a license, get the license. It make things easier in the state of Florida. I'm trying to tell you something. Have that thing on you. The same way you carry your phone, because we do not leave our phone home for nothing. Please carry your weapons out here, man.
What are authorities saying tonight about any possible connection between the shooter and the victims?
Rachel, right now, authorities are saying there is no connection. Jacksonville sheriff saying that Paul Metter was completely irrational, but at the same time knew what he was doing. Now, President Biden has responded to the shooting, saying there is no place for white supremacy in America. The FBI, Rachel, is now investigating this as a hate crime.
There's no place in the United States, shout out to Biden, there's no place in the United States for white supremacy. Boy, you can't stop that either. Say, Willie, the police stated that one of the employees just graduated high school. Say it was 2 men and 1 woman that died in the store. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Say, what does come together mean? Perfect question. Perfect question. What you gonna do when we come together? What, we gonna play spades or something? I don't know. Them and some backmen, some dominoes. What does this mean?
saying that Paul Metter was completely irrational, but at the same time knew what he was doing. Now,
he was completely irrational, but at the same time knew what he was doing. What?
President Biden has responded to the shooting, saying there is no place for white supremacy in America. The FBI, Rachel, is now investigating this as a hate crime.
What is the investigation? I know. I'm talking to my law enforcement brothers and sisters out here in these streets. Why is we still investigating? He knocked off 3 people who was darker hue. He had the manifestos. All right, cute. That's what y'all say he had? That's what he had. Y'all telling us bits and pieces of what in the manifesto. I don't even think that they have released the manifesto. A lot of people say that you should not release the manifesto because this create copycats. But in my mind, if you don't release the manifesto, then how do we know he has a manifesto? Maybe this can be made up if you all do not release it. Shouldn't that be public knowledge? And even if they release the manifesto, whether you release the manifesto or not, if people hate someone and they want to kill someone with or without a manifesto, they gonna attempt to do it. The manifesto ain't gonna stop nobody, and it ain't gonna motivate nobody to do it. But then a lot of people say, well, hell, people didn't have the thought until they read the manifesto. Do y'all really think that that's the case? They really don't have the thought until they read the manifesto? Or maybe they got the thought of the coverage that they saw. Maybe that's where they got the thought from. Ooh, this person picture is going to be everywhere. Oh my God, they're going to talk about this right here. But what they need to know in about like 2-3 more days, ain't nobody talking about this shit no more. We on to the next. Shout out to Will for the $1 cash out. Just say I grabbed my 5 before my phone. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, man, don't leave your safe space without something to defend yourself. Sugarland, Texas in the house. What it do?
All of these pews inside St. Paul AME Church were full earlier today for a service that was adjusted to just fit prayer. The people said that's what they wanted to do. A lot of different prayers said during that time, especially one to cover all of those who were just feet away from the shooter.
Now, y'all do know. Y'all have watched me long enough. Y'all do know where they're about to go, and y'all know where I'm about to go. We sending out hope.
A community is hurting. A way this congregation at St. Paul AME Church on New Kings Road hoped to change that was through prayer following Saturday's deadly shooting that claimed 3 innocent lives, a shooting investigators are calling racially motivated.
I just want us to listen to these words.
Several prayers spoken, including one for this group of students who say they saw the shooter when he initially went to Edward Waters University's campus before going to the Dollar General.
I just want to be there for them and fulfill whatever need they need.
David Jameson is a history professor at the school and taught some of the students who were too shaken up to speak on camera today.
They're overwhelmed and thankful to be alive.
Say, Willie, do gangbangers have manifestos? Nope. But you know they do not classify them killing as a hate crime either. It's different.
The peace that we ask that you give to us.
I think it's only a hate crime when it's another race killing another race.
Today is peace that will permeate our hearts, pierce our minds.
Peace that will permeate our heart. Peace of what? Listen, this shit was tragic. It was tragedy. But the tragedy part is done. It's the aftermath. These words that we've been using for, I would say, hundreds of years, it did not change what happened. I know. People can make the argument, well, hell, Willie, this soothes people's heart because they have something to believe in and all that fly stuff right there, and they feel like things is going to change. I've been hearing this ever since I was a little boy. The same thing.
And move into our souls.
This service included 5 specific prayers.
This does not stop hate. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people is praying for the hate to stop. Watch this. We thought people hated us back in slavery, and I'm pretty sure that they prayed that the hatred stopped. We in 2023 now. We still got some hatred. I'm just saying.
One for the families of the victims who were killed, one for the community, peace, hope.
But we also need you to be the wind at our back. Push us in the right direction, pull us in the right direction when we need it as well.
And for these elected officials who all sat on the front row from the state and local levels.
It is time for us to tear Satan's kingdom down.
I can't. Listen, I'm finna try, but I can't. I'm a continue because I got a doggone show to do. Watch this. Just last week, I did multiple stories out of Jacksonville. The week before that, multiple stories out of Jacksonville. The week before that, multiple stories out of Jacksonville. Did they just tell us that politicians and like high-name people was on the front pew? Hold on.
Permeate our hearts.
People of importance. Let's see.
Pierce our minds. And
is Satan working, or is just a human being that decided to buy firearms, write manifestos, and decided that day to go on out there and kill some people? Is it Satan or is it the person?
Move into our souls.
This service included 5 specific prayers. One for the families of the victims who were killed, one for the community, peace, hope.
But we also need you to be the wind at our back. Push us in the right direction, pull us in the right direction when we need it as well.
And for these elected officials who...
The elected officials is on the front rows. There's killings, there's shootings every single day, or at least every other day, in Jacksonville. What is we doing? Also, now the elected officials come around when it has something to do with so-called hate. Or should I just say when there has been a white shooter. So now the elected officials want to show solidarity. I think that's the word for it. And show their condolences, and we really, really care. Have they been out on them damn streets last week? Have they been in the churches last week, the week before that, the week before? When I tell you we play too much. And then y'all wonder why people don't pretend to care no more.
All sat on the front row from the state and local levels.
From the state and local level. People came down from the state and local levels about a white man shooting 3 black people. I do stories from Florida all goddamn week. You don't see this type of come together? Yeah, they want your vote. You right about that. Go ahead.
it is time for
Yeah,
us.
because if they don't show up when it's time to vote, people will say, well, when we had this tragedy in Jacksonville, you all did not show up, as if that makes you vote for people. And then we really, well, hell, that does make people vote for people when these people pull up when there's a racial issue. That's sad.
To tear Satan's kingdom down.
You cannot We cannot tear Satan's kingdom down. I bet you never heard that in church. I've never heard it in church. We cannot do, man. We the people can't do that.
We also need you to be the wind at our back. Push us in the right direction, pull us in the right direction when we need it as well.
And for these elected officials who all sat on the front row from the state and local levels,
It is time for us to tear Satan's kingdom down.
It's time for us to tear it down. But I thought Satan had powers. Satan has powers that's greater than man, right? So that means the person, the person or persons or entity that needs to take Satan out should be somebody or something that's more powerful than Satan. Man can't do it, because if that's the case, don't y'all think Satan would have been gone by now? Come on, man. Listen. I know a lot of these things, it be sounding like some kind words that we've been through, hearing all our life in these church houses. When I tell y'all, I've been to too many damn funerals, and I'm sick of hearing the same thing. I'm just really sick of hearing the same thing. You can't do nothing. You can't stop it.
Willie Barnes Jr. is the pastor
Willie Barnes
of the church who wanted the service to bring healing.
Don't allow those lives to be taken in vain. That we need to build coalitions of people who are committed to having dialogue, having conversation, engaging in meaningful action across race, ethnic, religious lines.
I squeeze joy into their hand.
Now that's something that can be done to where we get to, I guess, know each other racially and stuff and have more communication, but that has to start in the schools. That has to start when they're young, because typically, watch this, children don't just become racist or hateful. Notice when they are in like elementary and or preschool, they get along fine. All the hues get along fine until us good parents go to influencing them and allowing them to watch certain things, which it changes their thought process when it comes down to different hues. Now, we also have to understand the behavior of every hue has to come into play of why people may not like you as a whole.
And prayer was necessary today. We need to keep praying. But as I said previously, there's more we have to do. Faith without works is dead.
Facts. Faith without works is dead. I often ask this question. Is work without faith dead? We always say faith without works is dead. Got it? That makes all the sense in the world to me. But does work without faith fail? Huh? Have you ever thought about it like that?
We need to reach each other. We need to heal each other. We need to reach across the lines. We need to have integrated church services. Yes, I said that as well. We need to come together.
I thought we always had like integrated church services. Or no? Okay. Or maybe we just need to have more. All right, cool. Say, Willie, your guns can't compete with lighter hue gunpowder. It just depends on, listen. It depends on who the lighter hue gunman is. If you think I'm slipping, if you think I am a one-gun Willie or something, I've built for years. Oh, yeah. I built for years.
Together as a community.
They say that is what will lead to hope.
Yeah, Sabrina Rozier tells me that her son-in-law was loving and also caring, and she also tells me that her family...
Say, Willie, what gender is the devil? I don't know.
family will truly miss him.
That's the father of my granddaughter.
Sabrina Rozier is grieving the loss of 29-year-old Gerald Gallion. JSO says he was one of 3 people killed in a racially motivated shooting at a Newtown Dollar General on Saturday. 52-year-old Angela Carr and 19-year-old Anant Lagari Jr. were also killed.
They doing that. Isn't that the song from like the 40s and 50s or something? We Shall Overcome or something. That was like Dr. Martin Luther King. Didn't that song come out like around there or something? Or was it before that? We shall overcome. What did I just? Oh my God! Why do we do this stuff to ourselves?
Dozens showed up near the scene of a deadly shooting.
Look at all of these people of damn it, I said it just a minute ago. People of importance. People of importance. I think we got some Secret Service out there, every doggone thing. For like the governors and stuff like that. Some Secret Services. Yeah, that thing thick round there, huh? Politicians and everything. Yeah, sure enough. Councilmen and stuff. State representatives. Yeah, because one killed 3. Which we've had stories of one killing 3 multiple times in the state of Florida. Shout out to Defense Him for the $2 super chat. Say one gun Willie. Laugh out loud. I'm trying to tell you something. No, pimp. I've been down since the 90s. That's all right. You better keep stocking up. See. A lot of people may buy Jordans and stuff like that. I buy bullets. You got on the new kicks, cause I got a new case. You know what I'm saying? Man, who? Play with it now.
Dozens showed up near the scene of a deadly shooting for a vigil to honor the victims. We spoke with Rozier afterwards, and she said she was Gallion's mother-in-law.
He was loving, he was caring. He was always a jokester, but he was a hard worker.
Rozier says when her family got the call about the shooting, they didn't expect it would end in a tragedy.
When we first got the call, I'm thinking just, okay, a shot, maybe the leg or arm. Until we got the Shans and found out this.
Like that dude, like it just sounded depressing to me, man. I just,
JSO says the gunman, 21-year-old Ryan Palmeter from Oakleaf, wanted to kill black people. The shooting happened in a black community and was just a 2-minute drive from the campus of Edward Waters University, an HBCU.
I hate the reason behind it because it's from racism, which I'm tired of. Because we need to.
That's what's up. We tired of the racism. Say Willie Rambo, bam, trying to tell you. I got the big knives and every doggone thing. You know what I'm saying? I got the black stuff I may put on my face and all that. Y'all play too much. Shout out to Anna Zett for the $5 cash app. I appreciate that right there.
Come together.
As loved ones continue to process their loss, Rozier shared a final message to Gallion.
Gerald, baby, you hurt us with this one. We miss you. I always told you I love you.
I don't. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for the $2 super chat. You say the Baphomet that they worship is TRANS. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. You say Willie get the ghillie suit and a crossbow. You say the ticket to You say that is the ticket, bro. Oh yeah. Damn it, my kinfolk put me up on the crossbow a while back, and y'all know I didn't even buy it. This was about 2 years ago. My kinfolk told me, man, you better get the crossbow. I got to remember that right there. Now I need to buy that this week. Crossbow, I promise you. I'm so glad that you bought that there up. Hold on. Here we go.
Now, according to Rozier, her son-in-law leaves behind a 4-year-old.
Now, y'all know what I was just finna say, and I just can't let it go because I don't understand us talking to people who done passed away, like on social media and like in the news, as if they can like hear us and stuff. And it really bothers me that we write messages on social media to our kinfolks who is deceased. I don't even understand that. Well, I do understand because we're looking for attention for ourselves, just in my mind.
Family got the call about the shooting. They didn't expect it would end in a tragedy.
When we first got the call, I'm thinking just, okay, a shot, maybe the leg or arm. Until we got the Shans and found out this happened.
JSO says the gunman, 21-year-old Ryan Palmeter from Oakleaf, wanted to kill black people. The shooting happened in a black community and was just a 2-minute drive from the campus of Edward Waters University.
Say, Willie, should they move? Well, listen. Until we get enough to, we have to be able to defend ourselves. Period, point blank. Our investment needs to be in firearms. Our investment need to be in firearm safety. Our investment need to be in teaching the kids how to use firearms the right way. Yeah. Teach it to them as a sport. Take them to the gun range. Teach them how to shoot. Explain it. Give them that safety. And we got to stock up and stop being afraid of firearms. Do y'all know that there's so many Democrats who is afraid of firearms? I don't like guns. I don't like to be around guns. Well, hell, the shooter, I ain't got no problem with the gun, babies. It throws me off to hear men say, I just don't like guns. I don't like. You don't like? What's wrong with the gun? So you hating on the gun, and we supposed to be trying to eliminate hate. I hate guns. The guns ain't the problem. It's the killer. It's the shooter. That's the problem. You say, Willie, I work with police officers that are afraid of guns. That's a damn shame. That's a shame because I have been here. It just always irked my nerves to hear grown folk, grown adult men, like they is really afraid of guns. I'm like, what? Like, did you get pistol whipped and the gun went off or something? Now, if that's the case, I can kind of understand you. You know what I'm saying? You say we all need weapons against the real enemies. Facts.
I hate the reason behind it because it's from racism.
Let me ask you something though, and I can kind of understand what she's saying as far as the reason behind it bothers her. What if it wasn't behind racism? Like, would it bother you also? And I'm not just talking about like her, because a lot of people may think or feel just like she do. I hate that it's behind racism. Okay, if there's no racism, would you still hate whatever reason that person had to kill somebody? All this that I'm saying is for a reason.
Which I'm tired of, because we need to come together.
As loved ones continue to process their loss.
But then we should always know everybody would never come together. Nope.
Rozier shared a final message to Gallion.
Gerald, baby.
She shared a message to the deceased.
You hurt us with this one. We miss you. I always told you I love you.
Now, according to Rozier, her son-in-law leaves behind a 4-year-old daughter. For local coverage you can count on. Reporting from Jacksonville, Nick Gibson, Action News Jackson.
The likes need to be over 400. I appreciate y'all in advance. Here we go.
This rock is Jesus.
The Jacksonville community unifying for a prayer vigil with several local faith leaders one day after 3 black people died in a racist mass shooting at a Dollar General on Kings Road before the gunman took his own life.
Do you know how us as a community looks when we don't have this type of turnout, when other black people die? We do not have this type of turnout. The community don't come together. The church maybe, because they gather every Sunday. The church may be gathering, but the community don't gather when somebody dies. I'm talking about darker hue folk communities. It's only when another race do it that we feel hurt and just used and abused, and we can't believe that people don't like us anymore. Oh my God.
Mayor Donna Deegan saying hate that divides the community must stop.
We've got to start seeing each other's humanity.
Yes.
Hearing each other, listening to each other, talking to each other, and recognizing that no matter what, we are us. And we are all the same flesh, blood, and bones, and we should treat each other that way.
That sound good, baby. They been saying this here before I was born. It sound good. Do you know that you can have co-workers that hate you? You say you preaching that hate shit that they teach, Willie. Hey, man, listen. Watch this. You can be on the job, and one of your closest co-workers, y'all down and all that shit right there, and they hate you. Your supervisors can hate you. Your mama them can hate you. Your little lala can hate you. Your boyfriend, your baby daddy, your daddy can hate you. Your own homies hate you. Y'all know I'm speaking facts when I'm talking about that right there. Your own homies hate you. Come on now. We can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of that no matter what you do. You can mess around. Watch it. You can mess around, work a good job. Let's say your homie don't. Your homie hating. Your homie can hit the lotto. Do you know that your homie will still hate on you? Because it's just hate in their heart. Say, well, the people don't want to hear the truth. Oh, facts. That's why my numbers be low. That's exactly why my numbers be low. Because they want me to get, they want us people, creators, to get up here and talk that we shall overcome shit. They want that. They want us to, let's say, just pray. They want us to blame the gun. You want to blame the gun, but not the shooter. Well, you want to blame the shooter, but really blame the gun. I can't do it.
Governor Ron DeSantis struggling to be heard over the crowd booing him until city.
They booed Ron DeSantis. I want y'all to really understand it now. They booed the white man. Didn't boo the white woman. They booed DeSantis also because in other videos I saw to where they went to talking about the open carry law that he just passed. Well, that went into effect, I think, July 1st. The open carry had nothing to do with the damn shooter. He bought the gun legally. And he didn't have to open carry. Well, hell, he did open carry. He walked out there with that fire in the opening and got off. But they booed him also because of the AP black courses and all that fly stuff right there. And slavery is black folks benefited from slavery or something like that. Yeah. So they booed him at a time everybody else is saying some good words of encouragement and praying, and the other politicians is out there saying stuff, but him no. Oh, we gonna boo him. But I thought that it was about the white man who killed the three black people, and y'all supposed to like be hurt and want to hear this type of hope and change shit. Huh? We play too much. Do you know how many dog you folk hate Donald Trump? I bet you can't tell dog you folk to not hate Donald Trump. But we want every other race, every other hue to not hate black folk. You just be talking.
Councilwoman Jacoby Pittman quieted everyone down. DeSantis says state law enforcement is prepared to...
I'd have got back in my car, DeSantis, and went to Tampa or something.
...support historically black colleges and universities with security needs in the coming days. Police say the gunman first went to Edward Waters University before driving away.
We are not going to take it standing down. We are going to fight back against you. And if you try to show up at an HBCU to target people based on their race, you are not going to be successful.
Let me show y'all something. But I did not like what he said here because it's another one of the things that you cannot control. But watch, his Secret Service is right here. In case y'all didn't know. This player's Secret Service.
Waters University.
Watch his eyes. Watch his head. This is what I mean. Watch Toya 36 in your 9. Watch.
Before driving away.
We are not going to take it standing down. We are going to fight back against you. And if you try to show up at an HBCU to target people based on their race, you are not going to be successful.
See all that? See his eyes. His eyes. He motioning. Damn it, he moving.
Waters says the tragedy is not a reflection of Jacksonville or its people.
This is not really what our city is, right? There are problems. There are people that cause problems. There are racist people. There are people that just hate people for whatever reason. But that is not representative of the whole.
That's not representative of the whole. Facts. It's not representative of the whole. We can't change people. Some people will later on realize or decide to change their own mind, right? Like, I don't even know why I dislike these people. And they just may change their mind. Fine. If they don't, then they will go through the rest of their life hating whoever they hate. You can't change it. You cannot change it. Maybe it'll take something drastic in someone's life to stop hating. I don't know. Maybe. Say, Willie, that is probably a state trooper. Say he won't get SS until he is in the front runner. Well, no. Watch this. No, that's Secret Service. Watch it. Oh, I'm just paying attention to his earpiece. And, I could be wrong. I am making the assumption because of the earpiece. I'm making the assumption because of the earpiece. So, I don't know. I just thought it was. But you could be right. But he's damn. I thought you get Secret Service as a governor, though. You have some type of security. Some type of security as a governor. But I could be wrong. The Manic, who was in his early 20s, stormed the store with a tactical vest, a Glock, and an AR-15 rifle with swastikas painted on it. A Nazi symbol. Despite the Nazi symbols, the police say that there is actually no evidence that the shooter is a part of any larger group. Oh, okay, because you know they be liking to link folk in. Never know. He was Baker acted back in 2017. They held him on down for 3 days. Now listen, they may try to push for for your mental health, if you ever had a mental health anything to show up in the system when you try to get a firearm, watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. They is going to want to add the mental health thing, which is going to be a problem because you can Baker Act anybody. You can Baker Act anybody. And nothing is wrong with you. A person can do it to you just to be an ass. That's it. Let's see. Go ahead on the educated player now. Say he is a state trooper. They have the same equipment, bro. Oh, he has to be number one for. Oh, he has to be number one for the run-ins. They say state troopers protect state officials. They have jurisdiction over the entire state. Yeah. Facts. I want to be a state trooper, but they was only paying $36,000 at the time. You right. I appreciate the information. See, I'm trying to tell you this will keep us smart out here in these streets. I don't know it all, but I throw something out and somebody actually have the correct information and throw it right back at me, and this is how we learn. Don't need much word about it. He was targeting people based on race, IQ. But we never say that really about the shooters, though. The shooters in the community. Because it seems to me that the shooters in the community, they is targeting black folk, too. No. But it's not a hate crime because you shooting your own. Or your own hue, your own race. I'm just thinking. Moving right along. Whew. I hope that helped. I hope that really helped. Dog, I forgot to start this one over here. But I got this up. We is also, as of right now, streaming on the number 4 channel. Also, remember, y'all subscribe to every channel that a player got. I really would appreciate that right there because you never know whenever we is going to have a problem. We never know when things going to fall short of glory. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, because I'm trying to get myself together. Trying to get it together. I got it. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go to some news that you may need right now. News that you may did not know that's going on out here in these streets. But let's go ahead on and jump into it. And
everyone thinks I have hands to grow hair, but
I mean, she was talking in my ear. But anyway, we got to leave this right here alone. We got to go around here to this one right here. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I hope that you all is having like a good day. And I hope some of the things that I said is stuck with you and stuff. And if you don't have like ways to protect yourself, please, people, find ways to protect yourself. No one can protect you better than you. No one can protect you better than you. I'm here to help. It done came back, y'all. Oh, it done came back around here in these doggone street. Yeah, it did. They say that C-19 is back out here. That C-19 done shut down schools. It's back out here. Here we go.
Breaking news now at 5. A South Texas school district has shut down because of the surge in COVID cases. Runge ISD in Karnes County canceled all classes and extracurricular activities beginning yesterday and will not resume until next Tuesday. Runge is an hour and a half south of San Antonio. Superintendent Hector Dominguez sent out this letter to parents. I spoke with Superintendent Dominguez, who told me they have 43 teachers on staff and 23% of them have tested positive for COVID. And he himself has tested positive. There are 195 students in the Runge Independent School District. We have a crew on the way right now, and we'll have more information on KENS 5 News at 10.
I've been hearing about something like this right here transpiring for like weeks now, or maybe it's been about 2 months. And when I first went to seeing the articles of them talking about C-19 and the possible return of C-19, and I see where my president, your president, our president, Biden, is to request funds for another C-19 vaccine amid rising cases. But President Joe Biden on Friday said that he plans to ask for more funding from Congress for the development of a new C-19 vaccine. I signed off this morning on a proposal. We have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. Biden, who is vacationing in Lake Tahoe area, reported it will likely be recommended that everyone get it no matter what. No matter whether you've gotten it before or not, he added. Huh? So the old one did not work that everybody had take to keep their job. Yeah. The one that also got people fired for not taking it. Yeah, that one. It will likely be recommended that everyone take it, even if you took the other one. In my mind, just in my mind, I'm just gonna say it like this right here. I don't think the American public is gonna fall for it or go for it like we did back then, as far as the sheltering in place, as far as always having on a mask and not being able to go to work and companies shutting down. I don't think it's going to come to that. I think that the American people is gonna fight back and say, nah, we ain't doing that right there. Because people lost homes, jobs, businesses, lost their way of life. They lost their way of life. And you mean to tell me that people's just going to go for it again? We're going to have a large population that is going to go for it again. Do not get it twisted. They are going to go for it again. But I think the majority, the masses is not going. The masses ain't going. You just can't tell us anything no more, pimp. The new vaccine containing the version of the Omicron strain XBB.1.5 are already being developed by Pfizer, Novavax, and Moderna. However, the virus's continuing mutation will likely necessitate update vaccines. Damn it, I was trying to get them words together. Damn it. But I got it. How much? The White House is asking for roughly $40 million to fund short-term key priorities such as more aid for the federal disaster funds, climate change, and border priorities. So another 40 is supposed to be going around to the U. Remember that. We sunk 200 something, didn't it? I thought we sunk like 200 something million. We need another fault. Oh, but they ain't say nothing about Maui. I don't think he spoke on about Maui. That's what's up. Say, hey, Ms. Parker for the $2 super chat. You say Biden will not win 2024 with this. No. I don't think the people going like that. I don't think people going. I promise you, I really don't think so. 3 school districts suspend in-person classes due to C-19 other illness. Let's see. Maggot Finn County Schools, I guess. Who else? This is in Kentucky. Kentucky announced in-person closures for this week. The city's rise in the illness among the staff and the students. All right, we got that. Lee County school districts also closed, and Kentucky River District Health Department from the Kentucky River district health department done made some statements and stuff. We shutting them down. At least for like a week. That's what's up. This is what we're going to do. This is in Kentucky. The other one was in, Texas. Texas, Kentucky. And there's a whole bunch of other articles about other places who is shutting down and requiring masks on, you know. This is what they got going on out here in these streets. So, just be careful. Just pay attention. Speaking of Maui, I saw something. I saw something because I heard something. I heard a video to where a dude was like, I don't think we really paid attention. Now, I could have took credit for this myself, but I'm like, don't make sense. But are we paying attention, or did we pay attention to the pictures? These are the pictures. I am really focusing on this picture. This picture because I think it is the clearest. Oh, man, they're not going to let me get into their website. They're not going to let me show y'all. So we got to stay, wait, no credit card needed. No, we don't want to do that. And then I can't exit out of this one. So we're not going to do that. We just going to come back here. I'm going to show it to the best of my ability. Yes, Jason got it. Because of the trees, man. Wait a minute. How did everything is like burnt? Something is weird here. The palm tree's still up though. How did that happen? I'm not trying to be one of them sea theorists. I'm not doing that right there. All I'm saying, we didn't pay attention to the pics. This is some different type of fire. Just in my mind. This is just, hold on. The trees are still up. There's leaves on the trees. And it swooped through. It burned through, but it never hit the... This is different. This is really, really different. Look at all them trees. And then you also know what else kind of crazy, that we really didn't get, I would say, like a lot of the other pictures from that area. Is there certain pictures that's been put out here, but I ain't tripping. Hold on. So you mean to tell? Shit, I can't do it. Look. Maybe I can make this one bigger. Hold on, because this is at CNN. Wait. Shit. You can see it right here. These is trees. So the fire came right across here and missed the trees? I don't know. Shout out to Don for being a member for 5 months. Say you getting too deep today, Pastor. It's been bothering me out here, y'all. Stuff just been bothering me. I just, and then when you see something and then you're like, you don't really want to say it because you don't want to look like that person, but she say the aliens did it. Come on now, dog. Come on now. I ain't even gonna put it in words, but come on now. We just strolling. Okay, so this is where nothing happened at. This is a safe place. But look here, I'm just I don't know. It's just strange now. It's just really, really strange. All these doggone trees. Steel roof. They said they remodeled that property. Bam. It's a land grab. Say nothing new. I like that. I like that thought. I like that thought. But I just had to put that up for y'all. So we finna go ahead on and move. All the damn trees still up, dog. I guess. Say check out Smart City Agenda in Maui. Yes, I heard about the smart cities. Utopias. People is building utopias from what I've heard and or read out in the street. Let me get this right here off me real quick. Chop that. Got that. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go ahead on to get into something else. Moving right along. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Shout out to everybody who is in India. India, you all have to be careful. You need to be careful too now. Need to be careful too. Things is happening in India. India got its first West Nile virus patient or something.
And new first at 4, state health officials say a human tested positive for West Nile virus. It's Indiana's first case of the year. The health department says one patient confirmed the virus in Johnson County today. Officials found mosquitoes with West Nile in 60 counties in Indiana. Nationally, the CDC reports nearly 250 people contracting West Nile so far this year. The new case means doctors are encouraging everyone to protect themselves. Don't go outside during peak mosquito hours. Those are the early morning and late afternoon.
Don't go outside at peak mosquito hours. It's early in the morning and late afternoon. Ain't that both of them times that we typically be outside? Early in the morning, because we got to go to work. Late in the afternoon. That's about the time that we get home. What you mean don't be outside? I don't understand.
Those are the early morning and late afternoon. If you are going outside, wear long clothing and apply insect repellent. And of course, that's not exactly pleasant when it's this hot outside. But lastly, clean out any containers in your yard with standing water, which is also known to attract more mosquitoes.
Yes, we is under a state of emergency. In Florida, my state, stand your ground state, bust go home state, please don't run up, win, fifth. I like state. We is under some type of emergency. Yeah. So y'all might not see a player come Wednesday because we supposed to be having a hurricane. Hold on. Supposed to be having a hurricane or something they talking about. Let me find a nice track and pick for you. What is Florida? We got one, baby. All right. This one from, all right. Can we make this big? I just be wanting to make the pictures big. What is we doing? All right, bam. I got you one. Got you one right here. Florida about to go down, baby. Say, Willie, you about to get a bunch of mosquitoes. Facts with all this water that's finna come down. But listen, they're calling it Tropical Storm Idalia. They say by Wednesday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. it should be coming across. This is like Ocala, going into like the Gainesville, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, kind of sort of like that right there. But it's stretching from like Pensacola down like this, like Tampa. It's like St. Pete. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to come across with a whole bunch of water on us. With a whole bunch of water, and this stuff may cause flooding and cause damage to your homes and your vehicles. Like I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest, get your insurance up, especially before hurricane season, because once hurricane season comes, we don't play with you like that right there. Yon. See, 60 mile an hour wind. Oh, it's telling us 100 mile an hour winds once it get on land on Wednesday. So that's like Wednesday night. So by Wednesday morning, we will be going through a little something. Wednesday morning will possibly be like the start, like in Central Florida, be going through a little something. I might try to go outside with an umbrella on or something. I have no idea. Say I got renter's insurance on my apartment. I'm trying to tell you need it. Ooh. People gonna be real upset that they don't have it. You say, Willie, what day will the hot lead raffle? Oh, will the hot lead raffle start for the upcoming holiday? Say same rules, please. You say start at $125 for the winner. Say $2 per entry. Say Cash App and PayPal only. Oh man, that's what's up. The upcoming holiday. Oh, that's Sunday, ain't it? It's Labor Day on Sunday. We're going to have to think it through. We're going to have to think it through. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan right there. We will have to think it through. Yeah, so listen. If you is in Florida, just keep looking outside. Just keep looking outside. Be careful. Do not forget that we is about to have a storm. Get y'all some food. Labor Day is always on Monday. All right, perfect. Bam. Get y'all some food. Get your batteries and all that stuff there. Get some canned goods. All that. You need some candles because even though this is not a hurricane, when it hits the land, 100 miles an hour wind can tear your stuff out the frame. Trying to tell you something I know personally. Been here doing this. I want to say been here, done that. But damn it, because I'm still doing it. I'm still going through it. Every year, we got to fight to prove our love to one another. Moving right along, I ain't going to much hold you. Now, I'm finna show you something because this is what we're supposed to be getting into, this type of stuff right here. Believe all women stuff. We got a believe all women situation. Watch this. This one here is going to shock you. Or maybe it won't shock y'all. It's going to shock new people because they would never believe that a woman would ever do this right here. I got it. We got a woman who done mess around and slid on down to Tampa, Florida. My state, stand your ground state. Bust the bitch, go home state. Please don't run up, win for our life state. Ran on down to Florida, Tampa. And pleads guilty after making a false rape claim, a grape claim in Florida. Yeah. I said it. She made a false grape claim in Florida. Now watch how they treat this individual, our Lighter Hugh sister. And watch why. Just watch why. Listen why she made a fake claim.
Well, this story is almost just as wild as that one. This woman from South Dakota traveled to Tampa Bay to cheat on her husband, but wound up facing criminal charges.
Why? Why did she come down to Tampa? To cheat.
It's because Renee Skoglund filed a false police report while she was here, and you won't believe what she claimed in that report and why she did it. Fox 13's Gloria Gomez shows us how her trail of lies landed her in front of a judge.
Do you have any questions? Your Honor, if we could request from the court.
South Dakota resident Renee Skoglund is far from home and in legal hot water that even surprised the judge.
This is really unbelievable.
Skoglund's trail of lies started on March 8th of 2023 when she decided to come to Tampa Bay and cheat on her husband.
That she had had consensual sexual intercourse with an individual while in Hillsborough County, that she felt guilty about this due to her marital status and she wanted to get checked for sexual transmitted diseases.
But she cheated. Damn it, she came on down to Tampa. She cheated. She felt guilty. She felt guilty that she drove all the way down and cheated. This didn't happen just in the spur of the moment. She had a plan to go down and cheat with somebody. But she wanted to get an STD test. Got it. Go ahead, baby.
She wanted to get tested for free, so she decided...
Oh, you a broke hoe. Oh, go ahead, go.
...to lie again and call 911.
I was just raped.
I'm sorry?
I was just raped.
Okay, how long ago did this happen?
Maybe like 45 minutes ago.
Skoglund made up a story about having car trouble on Interstate 75 and pulling over on the side of the road.
An unknown male approached her put a towel over her head, and forced her into the back seat of her car.
She claimed the unknown male, which society will believe her. An unknown male attacked her. Put a rope around her neck. Bitch sound like Justice Smollett.
You put a rope on my hands.
Oh, put on her neck, her hands. Go ahead.
Because her face was covered, she couldn't describe her attacker. But her story started to unravel when police checked her cell phone and found this Walmart surveillance video of Skoglund buying the rope herself. She confessed to making the whole thing up. She was charged with making a false police report and decided to take a plea deal.
Took a plea deal for lying on a invisible man about something so serious as grape. So when men will tell you all that these chicks will make false reports and claim grape just because they regretted what they had done did. They can regret screwing you, but then to tell their boyfriend or their husband that they was great. And then had a boyfriend and or husband put his life on the line because he believe all women, especially his little la-la, he got to go and jump on the dude. Daddies done killed one-night standers because the daughter has said she was great because she had a change of heart the next day.
Anybody for perjury, but it's a good reminder to everybody that perjury is a crime, and all of the stuff that you made up and the resources expended on it could have been used and probably needed to be used by other cases that were real.
Skoglund will now serve 2 years of community control and 8 years of probation.
2 years of community control, 8 years probation. Shout out to Swaggy D for the $1 cash out. You say, what was this Hugh Passer? Oh, man. Oh, man. Now, I bet if we kind of dig deep. Well, they say because she had she had something over her head, so she could not identify the man. So I'm wondering if he had something over her head, could she identify him as being a man, period.
And she will also have to repay the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office over $17,000 to investigate her fake rape claim. Gloria Gomez.
Charge of $70,000 for the false grape claim.
Could have been used.
That bitch should have been in prison.
Probably needed to be used by other cases that were real.
And I can almost promise you that there's like no women activists, feminism, feminists, the women support groups. Ain't none of them gonna push for false accusations. Makes it hard on the women who have actually been raped. They will not push for these chicks need to be in jail. If you change if you hold people accountable, like I've been saying for the longest, put people in jail for playing, you will have less and less of fake accusations. The reason female will continue to do this because they get this.
Will now serve 2 years of community control and 8 years.
What is 2 years of community control? I have no idea what that is.
Years of probation.
8 years of probo.
And she will also have to repay the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office over $17,000 to investigate her fake rape claim. Gloria Gomez, Fox.
Yeah, right? She used the college store. Say, believe all women. Yeah, say, lucky no man was arrested. Say, feminist silent. Facts. Come on, dog.
13 years.
Her little bad body. Look
Again.
Look at that body.
At the road. Started to and
Look all
pulling
that.
over on the side of the road.
An unknown male approached her, put a towel over her head, and forced her into the back seat of her car.
Yeah, so she's saying that he approached her, but I don't think they even asked her his hue.
Rope on my hand.
He was probably black because it was like at night. So he was probably black. Yeah.
Because her face was covered, she couldn't describe her attacker. But her story started to unravel when police checked her cell phone and found this Walmart surveillance video of Skoglund buying the rope herself.
I don't understand why people don't understand that our phones is receipts. Our phones is receipts. That's why they will constantly make it cheap for us, or cheaper for us, to continue to have cell phones. It's a tracking device. I don't understand why people don't understand that right there. If you're going to do anything, don't bring a phone. Don't drive your own car. Don't research from your own system. I don't know. We not thinking. Go ahead.
She confessed to making the whole thing up. She was charged with making a false police report and decided to take a plea deal.
That's a good one, because they have been saying that we're going to get the chips up under the skin. Maybe. I don't know. They say it's revelations. Maybe. But say phones are the microchip. That could be a real thing. The phones can be the microchip. Remember, you can pay stuff by putting your phone up to it. Poof, pop. Apple Pay, Google Pay. You ain't got to pull nothing out your wallet. Just pop. So it is the new microchip.
I never sentenced anybody for perjury, but it's a good reminder to everybody that perjury is a crime and all of this stuff that
But this type of crime really don't affect anybody. With those type of repercussions that was put out, that does not bother anybody. Like, you just gonna give me some probation and community control? Says she will be supervised in her home instead of going to jail. That's what community control means. She'll be supervised in her home. So there will be somebody at the home, or is they talking about the anklet? Is they talking about the anklet? Because I don't know if they're gonna put a human being inside the home to supervise her. And or they may have somebody come on around and do some checks and stuff like that. Yeah. Is it the house arrest? You can only go and come, go like to the grocery store, to the kids' school, job, church, something. Ankle breakers. All right, cool. Bam, bam, bam.
you made up and the resources expended on it could have been used and probably needed to be used by other cases that were real.
Skoglund will now serve 2 years of community control and 8 years of probation. And she will also have to repay the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office over $17,000 to investigate her fake rape claim. Gloria Gomez, Fox.
Oh, wait, I forgot to stop. Look at that baby right here.
Other cases that were real.
Skoglund will now serve 2 years of...
You got the nerve to say somebody took it, baby. When, like a whole bunch of them, you went round there and gave it away. Do y'all know how broke you have to be to come up with a whole plan? You know how broke you have to be to come up with a whole plan? To call the police, to go to Walmart, to pull on the side of a doggone road and make up a whole story. You know how broke you gotta be. Wow. Because you want an STD test for free? Well, how much do the STD tests cost? Because I thought that they were low. Hold on. STD test. What the hell? I thought you can go like the Walgreens or something and get one. Hold on. You can get it from CVS. Man, I can't. Man, hold on. Excuse me, yada. Can we get it together? I gotta do price. STD test pricing, cost, like something like that right there. Yeah, but you can get this out of. How much this it is? Should be like $20, $40. I don't know. How much does a full STI screening cost? Oh, jeez, $4,000 for what? We just need to know if we gonna bleed out. Oh, pussing up or something. Hell, what was that? CVS? I don't know. The hell is the cost? At the pharmacy, they ain't giving me no prices. Okay. We got for $55. Bitch, you could have went and got one. I can't take this serious. Hold on. Let me make sure I click on it to show y'all. Wait, I gotta be careful. What did they do? $100. Oh wait, I got it. Bam. I got something. This is a chlamydia and gonorrhea test. I don't even know why they separated like that right there. Because if you testing for STDs, why would you only test for like 2 things? You need like test for like all things. This is it's $100. At home STI and HIV test kit. IIQ. I can almost understand that. It's $100. Say Willie, it is the same as the Plan B, 49 to 100. That's what I'm talking about. It done came up with a damn. She tried to come up with a solution. That didn't work. Because why? Ooh, and watch this. Why would you go cheat and immediately run to get a STD test? I understand that she's married, but she must have felt like she caught something. Something that will immediately affect her when she get back around her husband. Maybe she got stressed out. Maybe she got stressed out and there was no way to tell. No way to explain that to the husband. Oh, man. No rubber shoes. Yep. Hope it was on the Friday. Hope it was on a Friday, baby. We don't even much get tested on Fridays, baby. We don't play like that. You do that on Saturday morning. Oh, but she had to go it on and figure it out before she got around her hubby. Yeah. I sure enough know that. That's right. Hold on. Move right along. Bam. Ooh. I saw something else real quick. What time it is? God, dog, it is 1:04 there. I think we're going to end up getting on up out of here a little bit faster in like a few more minutes. Got to do this right here. How many of you all heard about the situation that happened in OC? I think that's Oklahoma. There was a mass shooting in Oklahoma or OC. Nope. Wait. But a mass shooting gunman traveled from Ohio. I want y'all to get it. Traveled from Ohio to pop his wife. They say he traveled over 2,000 miles to pop his wife. And I guess for playing. Here we go.
A scene of horror turns to heartbreak in Tobacco Canyon tonight, one day after investigators say that a gunman's reign of terror began as a targeted attack and ended in a random rampage.
The deadly assault becoming the 465th mass shooting in the United States so far this year, according to the Gun Violence Archive. It all unfolded on a busy Wednesday night as a band played music at the Cook's Corner Bar. Deputies say a retired Ventura police sergeant opened fire, forcing everyone inside to run for their lives.
Retired police. His wife done got people shot at and shit. Listen. Can we try to get to 500 within the next 10 minutes? Can we get over 500 thumbs up within the next 10 minutes? I really would appreciate that right there. Listen, the thumbs up is free. As we always say, we do got PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Appreciate your support in advance. Here we go.
We have live team coverage tonight on the investigation, the victims, and the motive, with Rick Chambers standing by live. But we begin with John Finolio, who is live in Trabuco Canyon with the very latest. John?
MB Micah, this remains a massive crime scene. Investigators are still combing through hundreds of pieces of evidence, including shell casings inside and outside the bar. We're also learning new chilling details about the suspect and how he carried out his rampage.
Say, did she know he was coming? I don't even think so.
No one at Cook's Corner Wednesday night could have known about the carnage that would unfold.
And last night was spaghetti night at Cook's Corner. People gather on that night, they share a meal, it's a tight-knit community.
But just after 7 p.m., a man armed with 2 handguns entered the bar and grill, determined to confront his estranged wife and carry out mass murder.
There was not a discussion, a dialogue, or an argument. He immediately fired upon her, striking her once. He immediately fired upon her, the lady who was joining her for dinner that night, striking her at least once, who later succumbed to her injuries.
Authorities say he then began firing indiscriminately into the crowded restaurant.
The suspect then started randomly shooting at patrons within Cook's Corner. That progressed to the outside area.
Once outside, witnesses say the shooter got a shotgun from his truck and continued firing on people at random, including a 67-year-old Irvine man who tried to intervene, but was shot and killed. Investigators have identified the suspect as 59-year-old John Snowling.
John Snowling. He slid on up in there with them things and didn't ask no questions.
Former police sergeant from the city of Ventura who retired in 2014. An Orange County Sheriff SWAT team surrounding the home Snowling previously shared with his wife in Camarillo Thursday morning. It's unclear what deputies seized. Before the shooting, authorities say Snowling traveled from his home in Ohio to Southern California.
Ohio to Southern California. That's over 2,000 miles right there.
Did you sign it? Did you guys sign it?
You can see the bullet holes in car windshields in the parking lot and the dozens of evidence markers dotting shell casings on the pavement. In just 2 minutes, 3 dead, 9 wounded, 6 later hospitalized. Dozens of lives torn apart. But in almost the same amount of time it took Snowling to carry out his rampage, Orange County Sheriff's deputies arrived on scene. Witnesses and investigators say Snowling began firing at responding units in what became a gun battle between a former peace officer and deputies trying to protect the public.
Those deputy sheriffs took the action that was necessary to take out the suspect, to stop the danger, and they were taking fire. And they didn't back down, and they did what they were trained to do. And for goodness sakes and for God's sakes, I am so grateful and thankful.
A total of 4 people killed, including the shooter. 6 were hospitalized tonight. 2 remain in critical condition. Authorities say that the suspect's wife survived her gunshot wound and tonight is alert and speaking. We're live in...
Everybody else done dead. Everybody else done dead. The wife lived. Listen, if y'all go, well, I can't say it, but if you complete your mission, instead of going around getting distracted, taking stuff out on other people, man, complete your mission. Focus on your mission. That's it. Leave other people out of it. We would hope, but it just really pisses me off that other people had to be hurt behind that monkey, and you ain't even knocked that monkey out. You done burnt all that doggone gas, inflation going on, you know. Now she get to live, she get the truck, she get the mobile home, she get the house. And I don't know whether you can continue, whether she can continue to receive his pension I don't know. But that baby won. That baby won. My question was, what in the hell did she do? She was probably leaving him. Hell, she probably ran off with somebody else. And how did he know to pull up there? Unless he had some type of tracking device on him. How did he know that she was going to be around there, though? I'm finna pull up on Cook's Corner. Who? What? Is she taking pictures and posting it on the gram or something? How you know she was around there? That's strange. Maybe she ran off with one of his friends. Say she was with Steve Harvey's wife. It says Steve Harvey's wife smashing people out here in these streets. I saw a little bit. I heard a little bit. The wife has surviving skills. Facts. How you gonna shoot and what, you tried to let her just bleed out or something? You want her to talk to you after you shot her? I don't understand. Say, Willie, the kids told on her. Well, they better get out the house before mama get back around there. Mama might knock their ass off. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be careful out here in these streets, man. Give y'all a pat on the back, man. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news. On this Monday, moving a little slow. We still trying to wake up. I appreciate y'all. I do. You say, did spaghetti have meat in it or was it vegan? You say, ladies, get a throwaway. This a doggone shame. How's she living, though? Steve Harvey's wife sleeping with the help. Say it ain't so. So that baby was on Facebook. Yes, I will be following up on this story because I saw something else that I didn't want to speak on right now because it just wasn't enough for me. So maybe in like a good day or two until we get some type of reasoning of why he would travel so far with 3 handguns and walk up to his wife, no questions, no nothing. Hell, he probably told her, you better not go. You better not run on down there. And he popped in and let her have it. But she'll have a story to tell. They will possibly make a Lifetime movie out of this rail. Possibly make a Lifetime movie out here. Shout out to Justin for the $5 cash app. Man, I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Y'all listen. I hope that you all had enjoyed y'all time here because I really, really did. We talked about a few things. We talked about the things that were going on like in Jacksonville, C-19. We talked about West Nile. We talked about relation stuff. We talked about fake allegations on a man that we cannot identify because we want to take an STD test for free. I hope that it was entertaining. We will come back at 8 o'clock. Around here, the Willie Williams Show live channel. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. And we just may do us a rumble. We just may do us a rumble. So you all please come back. Party with a player a little later on. Say Steve cheated on every wife he had and got the nerve to preach about respect. Yeah, because it's disrespectful once the wife find out. Yeah. He was slipping on his pimping. It might be there tomorrow. I'm gonna be lit off the bottle and gummies. That's what I'm talking about. Get it in. Feel good about your life. Yeah. We almost got to the 500. We almost got to the 500 likes. Almost. Please, y'all, subscribe to rumble.com. Check out rumble.com, the Willie Williams Show. Put the words together, put the name together, like in Holy Matrimony, and search for a player like that right there. Say Steve Harvey's wife got 2 kids by 2 cousins down here. By 2 cousins down here in these Memphis streets. No! Not cousins. Cousins make dozens. You just go to rumble.com. In the search bar, type in The Willie Williams Show. Put the word together, no spaces. You'll find the player just like that right there. Shout out to the Fitz him for the $2 super chat. Say love you, Unc, love you back. I appreciate that right there. Say great show. And shout out to everybody who also tapped into the number 4 channel. Please subscribe. And please, thank you all for going to the WillieWilliamsShow.com and clicking on the gear link and supporting the player with the merch. Thank y'all. A lot of y'all showed out this weekend. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. Hell, that's all we got. Bam. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. You mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help y'all out. Appreciate. See y'all at 8. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Get back to work.